everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today I'd like to share with you my latest journal that I am calling my Eclectic Bird Junk Journal. This is a soft-sided journal that measures 7 by 11, and it has got a 3-inch spine, and the cover is made out of collaged fabric and paper scraps that have been Mod Podged onto a piece of muslin, and the inspiration for the bird theme came from this cute little bird up in the corner that is actually a piece of fabric. So on the center I created a collage cluster, and I know you guys recognize this. That's some Tim Holtz ephemera. I started at the bottom with a piece of scrapbook paper and added some bits of lace and tulle and burlap and fabric, and put some vintage buttons along there with some artificial flowers. And this is another little bit of Tim Holtz ephemera, and also down here. This is a 3-signature journal, and along the side I did do a tassel with a bunch of different rickrack and lace and trim, and that is on a paper clip that is removable. This is a tie closure with lace, and we'll get inside. Oh, and I love the pheasant feather. I have to add that on there too. This is a lace tie closure, and you'll see what I mean by eclectic when we get into the journal here. So here's the first page of the journal. I did add an additional envelope with some more of the collage paper, and I sewed around zigzag, which actually I sewed around the whole journal. And on the inside here is a pocket with a bunch of tiered envelopes, and that was a tutorial from Pam at the Paper Outpost. And inside here is a journaling card. And then on this side, this is some vintage wrapping paper that I found at a thrift store, and it really just makes me smile every time I look at it. Here's a guy shaving and fishing, driving, and playing, I think, baseball. And then he's also in a hammock up at the top sleeping. So I thought that was really cute. And then on the other side, this just makes me laugh. On the other side there is I gotta move my chair, excuse me. There is another pattern on the other side of that wrapping paper that has a bunch of flowers and birds. So I figured, why not put it in there since it's birds. And then along the side here is a lace trim with some washi tape and a fabric cluster, some writing space with washi tape, and all of the pages in here have been tea-dyed. And this is from a magazine that you're going to see throughout the journal called Western Family. It was dated October 1954, and I just got to show you guys this because it just cracks me up. This was an article in there. This is how this pretty lady stays in shape while she's doing her chores around the house. So she stands up on her tiptoes while she's putting the dishes away. That's very cute. And this one just makes me laugh. This one right here, if you can see it, it is while she's dusting, she's doing the splits and stretching her legs. And here she is mowing the lawn in one of her cute little outfits. So the advertisements just make me laugh, and the articles in those magazines. So on this page I made a cluster tag with some journaling space on the back, some more cardstock, and then there's some Tim Holtz vellum that should go right back there. And there is a tea-dyed doily. And on this side, this is from the paint store. I gather a lot of these when I go, and I just added some paper to the back. I created a pocket here with some scrap fabric, and this is a scrap paper snippet that I sewed along there. And on this side, This is some two-sided cardstock, so it's this color on one side, and on the inside it has these beautiful vintage images. And here is a pocket, or excuse me, an envelope that I made from the Sears Roebuck catalog. And then on the inside there's a journaling card on the inside of that. So that goes on the left. And on the right, check this guy out. $1 Topkiss athletic underwear. This is a Topkiss union suit, and I got this advertisement off of a vintage calendar that was dated 1925. And I sewed it along this square piece of paper, and what it was the backing for some Tim Holtz ephemera. I saved that, and I did the zigzag stitch and added some writing space on that side. And then on the bottom here is a cute little notebook that I made out of some paper scraps for more journaling space. And this is the center of the signature with some ribbon and some beading. And on this side here, got a tiered pocket with some journaling tags that I made. And at the top, here is a bird page from one of my magazines that I have. So definitely eclectic birds here. There's some more cardstock. On this page there's some washi tape on an envelope with some more tags. And this is a decoupage tag that I did with some Tuesday morning napkins. So those go inside there. And this says think happy thoughts. And if you can see on that, there is a little bit of that wrapping paper that I did sort of a collage on that little envelope. And here's another page of the magazine, The Western Family, Best Cooks in the West, Dried Fruit. Yep. Writing space, some more of that wrapping paper with some washi tape and some fabric. And I did a little tie closure here with some stamping. There's some more washi. And then on this side, I did a little tie envelope here. And it's got a fold out. It's got a bunch of pages on it, and that's made out of a file folder. And this little card here was from an advertisement for a company that my daughter went to out in California, so I thought that was really pretty. And a journaling postcard right there, a big journal card, and that goes in there. And then I created a little cluster with some tulle and some of the same fabric you'll see throughout the journal. And this side, here's a card that I got from one of my junk journal buddies, so thank you very much. It's a rooster. I think that looks really cute. It's on some vellum, and I attached some buttons and another fabric cluster. More writing space, graph paper, Western luncheon again. Oh, remember these, you guys? The Jell-O molds. Eee, yike. And then we've got some more vintage, or excuse me, handkerchiefs there. Writing space. And here is a tiered pocket. And here is some Tim Holtz ephemera. And if you can see, there's some more of that wrapping paper. And another journaling card. And then another tie here with another fold out. I seem to have liked doing these on this particular journal. And here is an envelope that says, my generation, your generation. And it's one of the things that you seal up and mail to be sealed on and to be opened on. So I thought that was pretty. And on the top, a tag with some Tim Holtz ephemera on it and just some little additional decorations on that. Here's the center again of another signature and some more lace and buttons that I tied on there. Some more journaling cards in a corner pocket and a big tag. A little teeny playing card. I thought that was cute. I told you this was eclectic. And on this side, I'm sure you guys recognize this, or some of you do. I remember doing these with my mom. The S&H stamps where you collect the stamps and then you get discounts. I got a booklet of those at a thrift store and I thought that was very cute in there. And along the side I created a pocket with just some random stitching and some fabric scraps. Here's another little pocket. You can see a collage again of that that has that wrapping paper and a couple journaling tags. And on this side, here's an envelope that I made with a altered paper clip, if I could get it off there. And on this, you can see that it's the same feathers that I used on the front, the pheasant feathers, a little bird ephemera on the bottom, an envelope that I created with lace overlay on the top, and a Mod Podged flower I made. More writing space, more of the Western family. Some more writing space, vellum. Here is an envelope right here on the inside of a fabric pocket I sewed on. And don't you love that? The toile on the inside. Oh, I think that's fabulous. And on the inside of this, there's one of my friend's relatives that he just tucks nicely in there. And yet another bird. There once was a puffin. And I didn't want to attach it into the journal because this is a really old book. And as you can tell, it's distressed all the way due to age. And I did not distress that. So this is actual distressing from age. So I thought that was cute. Little story in there. Here's another pocket with another journaling booklet, and on this one there's one of those dress forms, and it's just got some cards on the inside for writing. And here's the last signature. Now this envelope was from some photographs that my mother had, and I just thought the envelope was really cool. It's dated from Denver, 1951. So I saved the envelope, and on this side I did another one of my fabric snippets, attached it with a brad. And on the inside of that, here's another envelope I created. And on the inside of the envelope is another journaling card. And there's those roosters again. I thought that was cute. Here's some more Tim Holtz vellum and some stamps, some vintage music, and scrapbook paper. And this is pretty cool. This is sewn onto another piece of cardstock, double-sided again. And what this is it's kind of a snippet, but it's long strips. So maybe we'll call it a strip snippet. And I gathered a bunch of scrap fabric and just sewed it all together, and different sizes and lengths, and I thought that looked really good on there. Here's this side, a pocket with a card from a calendar. There's more of that log. And on this side here is an advertisement that's a playbill, plain and fancy. I thought that was cool. And there's the advertisement, going great guns at great buy prices. That's a mouthful. There's an advertisement from the Western family. Some more doily, writing space, and cardstock with some little ephemera on the top, some stamping. Here's some soup. Twice rich tomato juice, Libby's. And soups and stews on the other side. This here is an envelope, and I made a little fold-out booklet with some plastic overlay. And another journaling card back there. More graph paper. More of that lovely magazine. It says, only Royal Instant Pudding is super homogenized, digestible and delicious. Why do you prefer Blue Bonnet? Cracks me up. On this side here is another piece of cardstock, and I made a bingo card tag out of some heavy-duty cardstock. And this is a photo sleeve for a photo album. And I glued that on there, and that bingo card fits nicely in there. More writing space, more advertisements. L&M has everything. The best filter cigarette. Geez. More of the logbook. And then on this side, here's another pocket. Some more journaling cards. A little bit of ephemera there, and a little fabric snippet on the bottom. Here's that lace trim that looks like leaves from Hobby Lobby. Vintage music. Here is a pocket that I made with some more of my friends' relatives, and a long snippet here. Some fish stamps, and I thought that was cute because it coordinates with that they're on the lake. And a couple of journaling booklets are actually tags on the inside of that. So that goes inside there. And on the back page here is another section that I sewed on to create a pocket from the cover. And an envelope with some gold trim, a journaling card on the inside, and of course, what bird journal would be complete without Edith Holden book pages? So I thought that was really pretty in there. And there's the back. And as you can see, this is a piece of fabric. It's kind of hard to tell. This is fabric, this is lace, and then we've got vintage music and a bunch of scrapbook paper and scraps and things like that. So there she is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was really fun to make, and it just makes me smile every time I look at it. So I hope you guys are doing well today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.